Hi, I'm Jana and we are here with OANA, who is a student abroad. Hi OANA.
Hi, Ioana.
So tell me, how old are you?
I am 23.
And where do you come from?
From Romania, Bucharest.
Okay, and where are you studying now abroad?
In Vienna, at the University of Vienna.
Okay, and for how long have you been studying there?
I just started this semester, but I did spend a year before to learn the language.
And how long will you study there?
Well, the master's is 2 years, but I can still get the cheap university price for another extra year.
Okay, so it's at least 2 years, but you can study for 3 years. Why did you choose to leave the country? Was it for the experience or was it for the level of education that you could find there?
A little bit of both, actually. I mean, I wanted to leave after I finished college to do a master's abroad in the first place, but I didn't want to leave alone. And none of my friends were leaving at that time, so I did a master's here in Romania first. And then one of my friends who was already living in Vienna kind of convinced me to go there, although I actually really wanted to go to Spain because the language is easier.
Yes, it is easier than German. So, is the culture there much different than the one here?
Not as far as I can tell. But the difference is that you do get more of a chance to interact with different cultures. I mean, Bucharest isn't really the kind of place where people decide to go study, but Vienna is that kind of place, and there are people from all over the world there.
Okay, yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So before you went there, did you know the do's and don'ts, or were you surprised with some of the habits that Austrian people have?
Oh, well, the habits aren't that different, and I did get some hints from my friend who convinced me to move there, but there wasn't anything too surprising, I guess.
Okay.
It's not so different.
And how difficult was it to be away from your family and from your friends?
Not so hard at first, because everything was so new, and meeting new people and seeing new places and discovering stuff. Yeah, it was so exciting and something was always happening. But then actually it gets harder as time passes, because there's no way you can connect so well with people you've known for like 10 years in a couple of months.
Yeah,
or even a couple of years. So
it's a difference.
Yeah, it gets harder and harder.
And how did you keep in touch with your friends and your family?
Well, God bless the internet.
Yeah, God bless the internet. And how about making new friends? Was it easy? Did you meet people outside of the university?
I only met people outside the university. It's really hard to make friends with people when you're in the same class for an hour and a half and then everybody goes their own way. I mean, during the masters you don't have a lot of classes, and you don't stay in the same place long enough to
communicate outside.
Exactly, and the groups change all the time, so it's not like the 4 classes I have with the same people all the time. It's always different, so...
Yeah, okay. And did the university help you adapt in any way? No. There's no program for...
I think there is something. I did read some announcements about a buddy project program thing that I think is about finding somebody that helps you adapt and cope and stuff like that, but I don't really know what that's about. I didn't get involved.
So there might be something.
There might be something, yes, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. How did you find a place to live? Again, did the university help you in any way, or what means did you use to find a place to live?
Well, the university did not help. I mean, I think they have a couple of links for student homes, but it's not like they just give you the phone number and that's all they do. And they have some announcements things, boards, I don't know what they're called, around the universities where people post if they're looking or offering a room. But there are a bunch of websites with announcements, and I just looked on that.
So you just looked on the websites and sent emails and okay.
Yeah.
And how much did the internet help you in communicating with your loved ones and with your friends?
Well, like I said, God bless the internet. It's the only thing that did help. I mean, I can call, it's not that expensive, but I can't call constantly because that would ruin me and send me into bankruptcy.
Yeah, you and your family.
Yeah.
And how much did it help you with meeting new people?
Loads, actually, because I didn't know anybody when I first came because my friend who convinced me was at home. And I just went online on local communities like couchsurfing and went to the meetings and started making friends. Very nice people.
Yeah, so the friends you made there you basically met them with the help of the internet?
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, that's great. And what, out of Facebook and Twitter and Skype and all that, what means of communication do you use with your family or with your friends? Are they different?
Yeah, I mostly Skype with my family so we could use the webcam and they can see I'm still alive and I'm not hurt and stuff like that. But I Facebook with my friends. And sometimes we text if it's something like I see something or someone that reminds me of them and I need to tell them right away. But
yeah, so you do use different kinds of
media for different kinds of relationships, yeah.
Yeah. So do you think you could be able to move to another country without internet, without having this possibility of communicating instantly with your family and with your friends and with everybody? Would you do it if it were 50 years ago?
Well, it depends. If it was 50 years ago, I wouldn't know about all this technology. I mean, people survived without it before. I'm pretty sure if I didn't know about it, I could still survive, but now it's impossible.
Yeah, because you're already used to it, being here, being at home, and when you go out of the country, you would be too.
I would be too disconnected from everything. Yeah. I mean, I feel disconnected as it is, while still constantly communicating with people. If there was no way to communicate, it would be terrible.
So, last, could you give some tips and tricks for living abroad? For students? What's your advice?
I'm not really an expert on the subject, I guess, but couchsurfing really did help a lot. I mean, they helped me more with finding a place to live because they have a huge list with all the websites in Vienna that have announcements for flats and rooms. They have meetings to help you, interact with people and meet people. Anytime you have a question about anything, they answer and they help you out as much as possible, so...
Okay, that's good to know.
That's my hint.
Okay, thank you, OANA.
You're very welcome, OANA.
And it's a wrap.